Hello everyone. So now we are continuing our course on EMFT. I am Himanshu Parashar. So from the continuation of this course, we are now on the topic Cartesian, cylindrical and spherical transformation. The material presented here has been taken from the internet sites and books. This can be used for academic purpose only. So let us first start from the recap. So in the last lecture or in the last class, we have discussed about the coordinate system. Three coordinate systems are there: rectangular, cylindrical and spherical. Their coordinates: in rectangular there is x, y, z; in cylindrical there is rho, phi and z; and in spherical there is r, theta and phi. Whereas we are also discussed vector addition and subtraction. You can go to my previous class and see the topics of this. So here we are done, or we are going to learn coordinate system transformation, how to transform from rectangular to cylindrical, then rectangular to spherical, spherical to rectangular, and cylindrical to rectangular coordinate systems. And the vector conversions also, like if we have a vector in the direction of x, how to convert it in the direction of rho, then in the direction of y, then how to convert it in direction of phi. Likewise, we are discussing this thing in our course. So let us revise some basic concept of this coordinate systems. Like, as we all know that there is a three coordinates: x, y and z. And in the last class we have discussed all these things, that in rectangular we have three coordinates x, y, z. In cylindrical we have rho, this one rho, phi and z. But in spherical there is r, theta and phi. So this figure is just for your recap or for your uh, reminding where we were and now from where we are started. So now come on the topic cylindrical coordinate system. So this is the cylindrical coordinate system figure in my from my handwritten notes, and this is the coordinates, how to transform from one coordinate to another coordinate. Here you can say from cylindrical to rectangular, because x, y, z are the coordinates of rectangular, and here you can see rho, phi, z. These are the coordinates of cylindrical, and we are using the coordinates of cylindrical like x, y, z, and here we are using rho, phi, z, and convert likewisely. So here we can see like rho, phi and z are the coordinate systems of cylindrical, and by using this relations of formulas we are converting cylindrical to rectangular and then rectangular to cylindrical. We are converting or we are transform this thing because for our easiness, because we are habitual or we are more comfortable with the lengths, or you can say the uh, particular things which are in the units of meters, centimeters, like this. Where we are dealing with the phi, we can convert this in y and likewise. So now let's come on the topic spherical coordinate system. So on the right side there is a figure which shows the coordinates of spherical: r, theta and phi. R is the distance between the point to the origin. and theta is the angle between z axis and r, and phi is same as in the cylindrical coordinate system. A projection of point P in the xy plane, so that projection of point distance to the origin is rho, and the angle made by the x-axis with the rho is phi. So here r is the distance from origin to point P, theta is an angle on z-axis, and phi is same as the cylindrical. So now let us convert spherical to rectangular. So as we all know, x, y, z are the coordinates of cylindrical. So when we have the values of r, theta and phi, we are easily converting these terms into x coordinate by using this term. X is equals to r sine theta cos phi, then y is equals to r sine theta sin phi, and z is r cos theta. And if we are talking about the to convert rectangular to spherical, then r is equals to under root x square plus y square z square. Theta is cos inverse of z. Always remember, this is not simple cos, it is cos inverse, cos minus 1 z upon x square plus y square plus z square, or you can say it z upon r, because r is under root x square plus y square plus z square. And phi is same as in the cylindrical, tan inverse y upon x. So here we are moving to our next topic, vector conversion. So vector conversion, rectangular to cylindrical. If we have given in vector in the direction of x, y and z, which is in the form of rectangular coordinate, because x, y, z are the coordinates of rectangular. Let a vector in cylindrical coordinates is vector a is equals to a rho, vector in the direction of a rho, plus a phi, vector in the direction of a phi, plus a z, vector in the direction of a z. So where a rho is equals to vector a multiplication of, or you can say dot product of, vector in the direction of rho, and a phi is equals to vector a dot product of a in the direction of unit vector of phi, and a is nothing but the vector in rectangular coordinate. So let us see here, a rho is equals to ax in the direction of x plus ay in the direction of y plus az in the direction of z, dot product of a rho. So we first multiply a rho with ax, then a rho with ay, then a rho with az, and at last we get the term of ax in the direction of x dot a rho plus ay in the direction of y dot in the direction of a rho. We are not getting az a rho because these dot products are 0, which will be seen in next slide how this thing happen. Now a phi is equals to ax in the direction of x plus ay in the direction of y plus az in the direction of z, dot product with vector, unit vector in the direction of phi. So ax dot product of a phi, ay dot product of ay. Here also we are not considering the z direction part because az dot a phi is 0. Here az is equal to ax in the direction of x, ay in the direction of y, az in the direction of az dot in the unit vector in the direction of z is equals to az, because this az is 1 and the whole ax, az, ay, az is equals to 0. Let us see how. So from the figure we can know the things, how they are becoming 0 and how the things are happen when they multiply or they dot product with the ax, a phi, ay, row az like this. This is the table for the vector conversion. You have remind this or memorize this for your future scope, or we can say for the numerical part of view. A5 is perpendicular to row as well as z. So where is a row? This is the A row. Sorry, A5. This is A5 is perpendicular to row as well as z. This is our phi. This is A. This is row. This is A5 and this is z. So they are making an angle of 90 degree. So A row and A5 are perpendicular to AZ. So now A row AX, there is an angle phi in between them. So A row dot AX equals to A phi. A row AX is cos phi. A row dot AY, AY in the direction of this, in the direction of Y. A row in the direction of this, because row is the direction of this, in where my cursor is moving. Now let us see A row dot AY is equal to sin phi. A row A phi sin phi, because angle is 90 minus phi, and as we all know cos 90 minus phi is sin phi. AZ dot A row is equals to 0, because angle between this is 90 degree and cos 90 is 0. So AZ A row is 0. That's why I am not taking the part of AZ A row in my previous slide, and as I said that we are discussing this in the next slide. So here we are discussing A phi dot AX is equals to angle is 90 plus phi. So A phi and AX is minus sin phi. As we know cos 90 plus phi is minus sin phi. A phi AX equals to minus sin phi. We are discussed here. A phi AY cos phi, AY AI cos phi, and then again AZ A phi is 0, and here AZ AX 0, AZ AY 0, and AZ AZ 1. Let's see AZ AZ 0, AZ AZ A row 0, AZ A phi 0, AZ AZ 1. So you memorize this table for the future numericals and for your vector conversion. It is easier to convert vector by using this table. So here we are dealing with rectangular to spherical and then spherical to rectangular vector conversion. So as previously our vector A is AX in the direction of X plus AY in the direction of Y plus AZ in the direction of Z in rectangular coordinates. Then our spherical coordinates are r, theta, phi, and then in AR, in A theta and A phi, we are doing nothing but the dot product of A with the unit vector of in the direction of r, unit vector in the direction of theta, then unit vector in the direction of phi. You can see here I am writing down. Here also we are following one conversion table like previously from rectangular to cylindrical. Likewise here also here we can write AX, AY, AZ, and here we are writing AR, A theta, A phi. So AX, AR sin theta cos phi, AX, A theta cos theta cos phi, AX, A phi minus sin phi, AY, AR sin theta sin phi, AY, A theta cos theta sin phi, AY, A theta, A phi, AY, A phi cos phi, AZ, AR cos phi, AZ, A theta minus sin theta, AZ, A phi 0. So here we can solve accordingly. So here are the questions what we can learn or what we are gaining from this course or from this today's lecture. So we can easily convert the coordinates from rectangular to cylindrical, cylindrical to rectangular, spherical to rectangular, and vice versa. And we are also able to convert vector from one coordinate system to another coordinate system. So these are the reference books which I referred for my course. R.K. Shivgaonkar, Electromagnetic Waves, D.K. Chang, Field and Wave Electromagnetics, M.N.O. Sadiku, Elements of Electromagnetics. So here we are done with the topic coordinate systems and transformation, and now we are dealing the next topic like gradient divergence in our next lecture. Thank you.